Hello, and welcome to another update on Link. Yeah, on the Link chart, a lot of people ask me about an update, and but unfortunately, nothing has really shifted or changed. So analysis remains very consistent with previous updates. There is no real progress here. I believe the market could be working its way through some kind of a B-wave correction at the moment. Here, yeah, internally. So I'm tracking two scenarios, as you might remember. In the white scenario, we're tracking a potential 5-wave move up in the making. Wave 1, wave 2, A, B, C in wave 3. Then wave 4, might be complete already, might stretch a bit, but the microstructure here isn't really important. What is important is to understand that this is the area, the zone, where we're watching for an upside reversal in a 5th wave. I like that idea of that scenario, but it's difficult. Yeah, it's a tricky structure. So, but important is there is also the yellow count, which allows for a larger correction. But it's also important to understand they are both bullish right now. Now, in the white scenario, we would need one more high, or at least the structure allows for one more high. But I'd need to see a break higher before the price, breaks below support at $13.94. So ideally from this area, one more high could send us potentially towards $20, $19 to $20. And then this would be a wave 1. 5 waves up complete, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the next pullback would be a higher low in a wave 2, ideally. This is one scenario. And the other scenario in yellow, also bullish, is a larger ABC structure, but a bit unclear how this all comes together because the structure on the micro level is quite messy and there are many interpretations that apply. What I communicated in previous updates is that as long as we stay below $17.61, I'd say the pressure is downward and we could easily continue that correction in a larger wave 2 pullback because in the yellow count we already have 5 waves up complete. Yeah, a bit questionable, that scenario, especially because the 3rd wave is too short. So, looking at probabilities and looking at the proportions here, it does look a little bit more like the white scenario, I think. Okay. But that would require a bit more of a reaction here to this upper support area, which is, by the way, defined between $13.94 and $15.36. So far, all the rallies have been quite choppy, messy, and corrective here. Yeah, but it's very clear. As long as we're holding $11.42, overall still bullish. The white scenario has a chance as long as we hold above $13.94. Even in the white count, I cannot promise here this wider wave 4. Overall, white count, as long as above $13.94 and below that level, $11.42 becomes relevant. These are two scenarios, both bullish, with two very clear levels where probabilities shift. If we zoom in a bit further, so, we do have a 3-wave move down into the Saturday low. And then what I believe could be a flat correction in this B wave. And we might start the C wave down right now. Okay, this might be 5 waves down in wave 1 of C. Just something to be aware of here. Now, this is where we are now dealing with microstructures. This is, of course, completely unreliable. But still, it's... We want to understand what's going on here on the micro level as well. So that means this white count with a B-wave top will be invalidated with a break above $16.45. That would then open the door to a larger B-wave rally. Potentially even an upside breakout, but that takes a break above $17.61 to confirm. So overall, not much change. Just waiting here to see where it will break, or will it break out above the previous highs. That would at least unlock a higher B wave. Not much more to say really at the moment. Structure is pretty clear. Scenario is pretty well outlined, I think, and the overall outlook is still bullish. At least as long as we're holding above the $11.42 level, that would be the key threshold where bearishness comes back. That's the update on Link. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye bye.